Why is State Senator Eric Kearney going to walk across the entire state of Ohio? We'll find out in this edition of Ohio in Focus. Hello, I'm Mike Rao. Welcome to Ohio in Focus, the program that brings state government to you. We welcome to our studio State Senator Eric Kearney of Cincinnati. Senator Kearney has been a strong advocate for children's health in the Ohio Senate, and this year he is taking it a step further. In fact, many steps. Senator, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, Mike. I'm very pleased to be here.
We are talking about your 8th annual Walk for Children's Health. And just a little background before we get into the interview here. You've done this going from Cincinnati to Columbus for 7 years. This year, it's going to be different.
Yeah, completely different. I'm going from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm going to stick my foot in Lake Erie, and then I'm going to walk all the way to the Ohio River to Cincinnati.
So give us a sense, how many miles, what's the route like, and all that?
Okay, it's approximately 250 miles. It's going to take me about 10, maybe 11 days. It goes through parks. It's on a trail. Part of it's State Route 3, State Route 22. And so just imagine walking down from Cleveland through Cuyahoga National Park, through Worcester, I think I kind of go through there, and then walking through Columbus, and then we're going to stop at the State House, pick up some more walkers, and then walk down State Route 3 to Cincinnati, and then put my foot in the Ohio River.
Why? Why would you walk more than 250 miles across the state?
Well, a couple of things. One is I want to raise awareness about children's health issues, and every year I have a theme. This year's theme is asthma. I'm also doing it because I'm at the end of my term. I've served out my 2 years or 2 terms in the Senate, and so I'm term limited, and so it's kind of symbolic about coming from Columbus to home, and so it was just a perfect time to do it. And I've always wanted to walk the entire state and to be able to say I've done it.
Why did you decide to go with kind of child and teenage asthma as the focus this year?
Well, one reason is my son suffers from asthma, and so I know what parents and people are going through who suffer from that disease. Also, asthma is so prevalent in our Appalachian population and African American population in the state of Ohio. Asthma has been increasing. There's one article that came out of the Cincinnati Enquirer that said approximately 17% of Ohio's children have asthma. So it's a disease that needs attention, and my hope is that this walk will draw attention and raise awareness about this disease.
And I think nationally it's 1 out of 11 kids. So you're right, it's a very, very big problem. In the past, when you've walked for different aspects of children's health, what have been some of those issues, and do you think you've accomplished your goal in raising awareness?
Well, I believe that I've been fortunate enough to raise awareness about it, even temporarily. So I've done things like hunger, childhood obesity, infant mortality, diabetes, heart disease, healthy food, hunger, and eye problems with children. So that it's been a really widespread group of issues, and I think that there have been a couple of successes. I would point to the passage of Senate Bill 210, which was the Healthy Choices for Healthy Children legislation, which provided for healthy food in public schools in Ohio that opted into the program. It also provided for gym classes in the schools and nutritionists in the schools. So I would say that was a victory. And then there's just been a greater awareness about children's health issues, and I think it's been helpful.
And in fact, this year there is a legislative angle to this too, because you have some bills in mind that you want to promote.
Right. So, for instance, this year we want to make May Asthma Month in the state of Ohio, and my hope is that bill will pass and that my colleagues here in the Senate will see fit to support that type of legislation.
Now, for the people watching this who have never attempted to walk across the state, let alone walk across whatever particular county they happen to live in. How difficult is that to do? And based on the walks you've done so far, which is Cincinnati to Columbus, which is about 110, 12 miles, something like that.
Right.
How challenging is that? And how do you prepare for that?
Well, it is challenging. I would say that the thing that I do now is I train every day, and I've been training every day for about 3 months now, 4 months. It's not so tough to walk the first day or the second day, but it's the third day when your body kind of gets sore and it's a little bit tough. Important things are to pace yourself, obviously, drink plenty of water, change your socks every 4 hours, which is what we do, change our socks and shoes so that your feet don't get blisters, because if you get blisters, then you're basically done. And I've got a wonderful support team that I've been fortunate enough to have. And so all of those things help.
I know also from previous walks that some people who've walked with you haven't been as fortunate in not getting blisters and so forth.
Right.
It's tough on some people.
It is.
Right?
It is very tough. But if you follow the basic rules, pace yourself, change your socks, rest when you're supposed to, drink water or some kind of like Gatorade or Powerade or something along those lines when you're supposed to, it works out generally. This year it's going to take me about 11 days to get through the entire state, so I'll have to do another Ohio in Focus to tell you what that's like.
So I know another challenge that you've encountered over the years with this is the weather.
Yes. So we've walked through rain, we've walked through kind of sleet. So every year it seems to rain for at least 1 or 2 days. You just put on your rain jacket, and if you're fortunate enough to have rain pants, which I never have, then you just kind of muster through it. We've never had severe weather, but each time we've been able to walk through the rain, and you just keep going, and if you have to stop for a little bit, you do. Anything
Different this year because it's the entire state?
Well, the planning in it has been a lot tougher. Getting the logistics together, the hotels. So every night I don't camp out. I stay in a hotel. And so that's been tough, just kind of getting all that organized. But I've got a hearty group of people who are going to join me for the walk, and I'm very fortunate and grateful that they're willing to do that.
Right. Well, I assume on social media you'll be updating people.
Yes, I will.
Walk, right?
Mm-hmm. Right, I will. On Twitter and on Facebook, Walk for Ohio is going to be the hashtag, I think.
And it'll be quite a relief to get to Cincinnati at the end.
Yes, it will be. Yeah. It'll be a lot of fun, though. It'll be a lot of fun. And hopefully it'll raise awareness about asthma in Ohio and the plight that families and children are going through.
All right. Great. Thank you, Senator Kearney,
Thank
for
you very
stopping
much,
by,
Mike.
and good luck on the walk.
Thank you.
We'll be following along.
Yeah, you're going to join me, right?
We'll be watching.
Watching?
We won't be exactly walking.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you. Well, you can follow the latest news on Senator Kearney and the entire Ohio Senate Democratic Caucus on Facebook, Twitter, and ohiosenate.gov. That's it for this edition of Ohio in Focus. Thanks for watching.